Many of you have asked me to speak on a topic very specifically because of its relevance in social media streams across the world in the last couple of months. And those three topics, I'm all going to cover them together because the answer basically applies to all three of them. And that is the GESARE, NESARA idea or concept, as well as the Magna Carta. Now, when it comes to these concepts and the Magna Carta, which was a real document, there's one simple thing to explain, and that is, do we have mainstream buy-in? If you don't have mainstream buy-in for any concept or idea, it is irrelevant. It doesn't matter how many pieces of paper it was signed on, it doesn't matter who it was signed by, it doesn't matter when it was signed. Even if it was a document today or a concept today that someone would bring to the fore, an entire government would sign it. If the people in the country do not agree with it, they don't have to abide by it. It's as simple as that. It's the same as if this state of disaster was declared and all of us just ignored it. What could government do? Absolutely nothing. So this is the point I want to make. With regards to the Magna Carta, I mean, it was established in the 1200s. This is a long time ago, and this document might have a lot of relevance for many people. And people might want to induce the Magna Carta. The Magna Carta means absolutely nothing unless you can get the majority of people to believe its concepts, want to live by its concepts, and you want the majority of people to get the government to make it relevant, the government of the day. So if the government of the day does not want to invoke the Magna Carta or use its statutes, it means absolutely nothing. And this might seem very brutal and cruel in the way I put this across, but it's the truth. I like to speak the truth and say things in a very blunt way. Now, it doesn't mean that I might not believe that the ideologies or the liberties given in the Magna Carta, that they're not good. That's completely irrelevant to this discussion. What is relevant is the relevance of the Magna Carta in law today, and it has zero relevance to today's law. Because in most countries, even the Commonwealth, those people, most of those countries have their own constitutions under what they call a democracy. And those constitutions are the highest or the upper law within those countries. Within Britain, there's a monarchy with a Westminster system. And that parliamentary system that they use has been there for centuries now. And they actually use that system to legally control their country. If they don't have any want or need to refer to the Magna Carta or use it to design law, then they're not going to use it. And they don't have to, in fact. So, what you need to do if you want the Magna Carta to be applied throughout the world or within Britain or whatever the case may be, then you need to get everyone in Britain to agree with you, vote in a government that will instill the laws according to the Magna Carta, and then you can say that the Magna Carta is in force. Up until that day, you have nothing. Absolutely nothing. With regards to GESARE, NESARA, it's a concept. It's an idea. If it's not being implemented, if mainstream politicians are not going to implement this, it will not happen. It's that simple. There's so much fake news floating around on the internet, and for people to be gullible enough to believe this is really sad. The only way that any concept will be approved on a mainstream scale in the world right now is if the New World Order, with all of their money and might, will institute that. That is the only way that it will happen. And then I can tell you now that the Rothschild family and their descendants will be behind whatever happens. For you to isolate yourself from that, you need to become as independent of government as possible and as independent of big corporations as possible. This is the only way to isolate yourself. And we in South Africa can do this. Now in South Africa we have our Bill of Rights first, and then the Constitution that's supposed to be based on that Bill of Rights. Now, I know that there's many problems with our Constitution. The Bill of Rights might seem wonderful, but the Constitution written based on the Bill of Rights has got some severe flaws, and they are being highlighted right now. The only way for us to change that is to get our government to change the Constitution. And the only way for us to get the government to do anything right now that will help us is for us to vote in a government that will change the system completely so that we can elect people directly. So, it's a very novel idea for people to say that they want to induce something from the 1200s and in fact 1215 to actually install those ideologies in society. It's a novel idea. Go ahead. Go and try and proclaim this idea everywhere until the majority of people believe in it. Then make representatives available that will run on the fact that they will introduce the Magna Carta. And then when they are elected, we hope that they will actually do that. And that is as simple as it is. So I hope this clarifies many of your questions. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. If you have not yet, please subscribe. Click the bell icon to get notifications. And share these videos with your family. Please remember to watch the Question Everything series as well as the Moments in Time series. Later today, I will upload the video on Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma and her life. And you can look forward to seeing that video, and I'll be working for the rest of the day on getting that done for you. So I hope you have a great day. I'll keep you updated with regards to the court cases as well. But thank you very much for all of you and your effort that you put in to actually helping us in this country to become more free, because this is what we need at this time. Till the next video.